of this club. Just this past August, Diane achieved the highest level of educational achievement at Toastmasters, the Distinguished Toastmasters Award. To do this, she had to deliver more than 40 speeches, and I know you've delivered a lot more than 40. Started a new club in Elk River, mentored new members in this club and other clubs, served in leadership positions within this club and in Toastmasters International. The title of her speech today is Power Talk. In her speech, Diane's going to talk about the elements of effective communication, interweaving stories, and audience participation. Please help me welcome DianeWindingland.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and our many guests. This is me at 3. Big smile, big teeth, bad hair. Some things never change. One thing that does change, however, is our perception of the world. And for me, one of the biggest changes was realizing the power of words, the power of communication. I think I first realized that when I was about 3 or 4. My mother had taken me to work to meet her boss and coworkers. One look at her boss, and I was in awe. This woman was perhaps the ugliest woman I have ever seen. Pointy chin with a mole on it, hair popping out, crooked nose, bushy eyebrows over beady eyes. I looked at my mom and blurted out, "Mom, she looks just like the Wicked Witch of the West." Stunned silence. My mother looked at me with this pleading look in her eye. "Don't you mean Glenda, the Good Witch?" Had my mother lost her mind? We had just seen the Wizard of Oz. No, Glenda was pretty. Wow, did I realize the effect of my words. Fortunately, the boss lady laughed, and all was well. So over the years, I realized I had a powerful effect with my words. And later on, I realized how much power other people had with their words too. See if you can tell me who said, "Blessed are the peacemakers." Who said that?
Jesus.
Jesus Christ, that's right, on the Sermon on the Mount. How about the only thing we have to fear is fear itself? Franklin D. Roosevelt, at the height of the Great Depression. Here's an easy one. I have a dream. Martin Luther King Jr. They all had very powerful words that changed the world. But really, how powerful are words in our everyday face-to-face communication? There are what I call the 3 V's of communication. There's the verbal, the words you actually say, the vocal, your tone of voice, and the visual, the body language or appearance. I'd like to have some people take a guess here. How important do you think the verbal or the actual words we say are in effective communication? Less than 50%, more than 50%, some guesses.
Less.
Less? Well, what would you guess?
10.
10%? Any other guesses? 20%? Actually, you're very close. Only 7% of effective communication is the words we use. 38% is our tone of voice. Now, I discovered the importance of tone of voice last April when I spoke to 1,000 dogs. Yep, you heard me right, 1,000 dogs. I was working a temporary full-time position for the Census Bureau. And as part of that job, I had to walk up to people's front doors with a handheld computer and map a GPS spot. And if I didn't get it right at the front door, I had to fill out paperwork. I filling out paperwork. Usually the only thing between me and the front door was Fido. You might be the dog for just a moment. Okay. Sometimes Fido would be a little mean. So I did my best dog speak, and I would say something like this. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Fido would start wagging his head. You know, this job was really boring, so sometimes I'd switch it up a bit, and I'd say something like this. You're a stupid doggy. Yes, you are. And the tail would still keep and I had a new best friend. So your vocal use is very important in communication, but even more important is body language. Body language is 55% of effective communication, more than half. To help illustrate that point, I'd like everybody to please stand up very quickly. And make sure you can see me without groping your neighbor. Spread your arms out to the side, palms up. Bend your right arm at the elbow, taking your index finger and your thumb, make a circle, turn the circle toward your face, and place it on your chin. Okay, some people put it on your chin. Go ahead, have a seat. Yeah, now you can You're a good dog. Body language is definitely important. In order to be effective communicators, we have to combine the 3 V's. The vocal, the verbal, and the visual for maximum impact. And these are things that you can learn through Toastmasters. When I first joined Toastmasters, Rogers Toastmasters, most people thought I was already a pretty good speaker. But what they didn't know is how I felt on the inside. Those butterflies, oh, they were flying all over the place. They were definitely not flying in formation. But through the supportive environment of Toastmasters, through my friends that I now have in Toastmasters, my attitude towards speaking has gone from fear to fun. Now, you may not change the world with Toastmasters, but you can change your world with powerful talk, powerful communication. Change your world with Toastmasters. Mr. Toastmaster.